What's up, guys? Today we are in Milwaukee, home of the typewriter and the QWERTY keyboard, and we're checking out the all-new 2016 CTS-V, and yes, I'm telling you more about it right now. First things first, powering the CTS-V to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds is the Z06's supercharged 6.2-liter V8. It makes 640 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque. That's 84 more horses and 79 pound-feet more in torque than the outgoing model. Now, much of what you see on the car's exterior is functional. There's an optional carbon fiber package which will increase downforce, but slightly reducing its otherwise top speed of 200 miles per hour. And yes, the hood scoop and front splitters are functional, with the former cooling the engine and providing extra downforce, the latter channeling air around the car, not under it, and increasing stability. That in mind, both the front and back tires, which measure 9.5 and 10 inches respectively, stand 36 millimeters wider than the regular CTS. And yes, this rear tire setup is legal in Europe, albeit by a millimeter or two. And speaking of wheels, there's one size, 19 inches, but they come in many finishes. They're 45% lighter than the outgoing model, which in technical speak means reduced unsprung weight, or in real world terms, greater agility. They're wrapped in special Michelin Sport tires built for this car. There are 3 compounds from outside to inside, the hardest on the outside shoulder with the inside portions growing softer. Carbon ceramics are nowhere to be found, but fear not, Caddy says their brakes can handle it thanks to increased surface area and airflow. The front rotors measure 15.4 inches and the rear 14.4 inches. They'll both come to a complete stop with expedience thanks to a 6-pot, 4-pot Brembo setup. In case you're interested, they can be painted in your choice of gold, red, or silver. Transmission is handled via an 8-speed gearbox. It's the same one or similar to the one found in the ATS-V, offering shift times in the 1 to 200 millisecond range, or as Cadillac says, as fast as any DCT. Of note, this gearbox is 27.5 pounds lighter than the previous CTS-V, which was just a 6-speed. Adding further to fuel efficiency is cylinder deactivation, which can shut down half the cylinders and achieve a 1421 mile per gallon EPA rating. This means you'll be paying a gas guzzler tax, but the least of them all. And furthering the comparison to the outgoing CTS-V, this car offers stiffer springs, firmer bushings, and larger anti-roll bars. And while those will contribute to improved handling, so will the electronically limited slip, which will lend a serious assist in traction. Like the Corvette, there are 5 modes that will modify the car's settings, including different track modes that will reduce the computer's intrusion during spirited driving. Paired with that is Cadillac's MRC, or magnetic ride control. Like the ATS-V, it is the 3rd gen version of the system, and at 60 miles per hour, it can adjust the dampers every inch of the road. Moving to the inside, Recaro seats are optional, but the standard ones move 20 ways and include heating and cooling. Opt for the Recaro's, a $2,300 option, and while you sacrifice cooling and 4 ways of adjustment, you do get greater lateral support. Other tech enhancements include GM's PDR performance data recorder, which can overlay track data on top of your weekend laps around the track. Hue is present, which is complemented by this 12.3-inch screen in the center stack and another screen in the instrument cluster, as well as a heads-up display. There's also a curved view system, Bose surround sound, Bluetooth with nav, and voice control. Siri eyes free for texting, 4G LTE hotspot, a driver controllable exhaust note, and CarPlay. Yes, Apple's CarPlay. So, how does it drive? Well, to be kind of trite about it, fast and very fast, and nimble for a car of this size. In fact, I had a hard time believing it weighs just under 4,200 pounds. It felt more like 3,500 pounds. The steering isn't muted, and while I have yet to get in a concerted amount of track time, it's compliant through the corners, staying flat and balanced. The jury's still out on the gearbox as a result of the lack of drive time, but considering its speed and smoothness, I think it's fair to say it's impressive. So that's the 2016 CTS-V. It's Cadillac's fastest car to date, outpacing the competition, including BMW's M5. It's also one, if not the lightest in its class. Comparatively speaking, the power to weight ratio of the M5 is 7.8 pounds to every horse, whereas the CTS-V is, wait for it, 6.5. Starting price, you ask? $85,000. All right, that's it. That's the 2016 Cadillac CTS-V. Please click here to subscribe. Watch a new video over here. Leave a comment, let us know how we're doing. And as always, thanks for watching.